So this was a conversation that you had on Twitter. Good morning, by the way. Lovely to see you.
Good morning. No, it wasn't a conversation. It was a tweet that I put out pointing out my belief, which I'll come on to in a second, about positive energy and pulsed electromagnetism. And all I did was ask of the person you're referring to a question. I've never said negative thinking causes cancer. So your promo is wrong, and I object to that. But I want to be really positive. We've only got 6 minutes, right? So, may I tell you my two beliefs? I believe doctors and scientists who say that disruption of our immune system by negative energy makes you prone to diseases of which cancer is one. That is a scientific medical fact, and I agree with those doctors. The other belief I have is that pulsed electromagnetism can help with tackling cancer. Tackling it, right? You've got to do other things, as I know.
But you didn't say that in your tweet.
Well, why would I? I was talking about this device that I use. I just said I was using it, and it was my belief, based on my personal experience, that it helps with fighting, if you want to use that word. I call it tackling cancer. On November the 29th, 2013, I was diagnosed with cancer. I had had no symptoms whatsoever. Luckily, because I'm a very positive person, I have regular medicals. My doctor said, your PSA has gone up. I had some tests, and it confirmed, ironically, on my father's birthday, he died in 1990 of prostate cancer, it confirmed I had prostate cancer. Anyone who gets that kind of diagnosis knows that is quite an emotional moment. You go one of two ways. You either decide you're going to focus on living your life, or you decide you're going to resign yourself to living your death. I went down the route of finding out as much information as I could. And this is what I'm talking about. Find out the information. So the man you referred to, I asked a question of him.
You said, is it possible your ill health is caused by your negative attitude?
A question.
And that's to a man who's got cancer.
Yes.
Just, if anything, it's insensitive.
Well, as somebody who also, until very recently, had cancer, I would ask that question. All I asked was a question.
What about if it was that question, if it is a question, if it's not an insensitive question, would you ask that to a child that had cancer? If it's about having negative energy?
I think you're completely missing the point here. I asked him a question.
But it would work the same, wouldn't it? If it's an energy
after
thing,
he
a
had sent
or
a particularly
thing.
unpleasant tweet, I asked him a question. The point here is there is information available to all of us who inquire. When I found out I had prostate cancer, I started to get out there and ask as many questions as possible. I changed my diet slightly. I exercised in a different way. I got a very small group of friends, some of whom experienced cancer, one of whom has defied the NHS by living a lot longer than was predicted. And I was in a position that I was able to carry on doing TV shows and be healthy. I then had my tumour destroyed by sound waves, proving yet again that energy is at the heart of this issue.
The thing is that there are some fairly top people who've come out here and said, you know, hang on a second, let's just clear this up, because cancer research specialist David Grimes at Oxford University says it's not just untrue, it's patronising and it's victim blaming. Cancer is bad luck. You can reduce or increase your chances by making different lifestyle choices. But the healthiest people in the world get cancer, and it's not because they are negative.
I thought, very, very healthy. I know why I got my cancer, because I'd gone through a very stressful, very negative period in my life.
So the stress in your life gave you prostate cancer?
Yes, because stress is negative energy. The definition of stress is a breakdown of your body engineering system. I'm absolutely certain that it didn't just decide to manifest itself. There was a cause. You have cancer in you. You have it. We all have it. Something triggers it. I don't believe by what you say or necessarily what you think it triggers it.
The problem is
it's outside forces that trigger it. And the reason I started the way I did, there will be people watching now, and all I want to do is encourage them. get the information, because there's a lot of misinformation.
But the problem is, Noel, the problem is that, that this is all surrounding a machine that costs £2,315.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Well, it is, because...
No, Phil, you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
The science of pulsed electromagnetism has been around for a couple of hundred years.
I get that. A simple box that slows down raging, reduces pain, lifts depression, stress, tackles cancer. Yep, tackles cancer. That's the box you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's it. That's minutes and you feel ready for another exciting day, yippee, and then you say what it is.
That's what it did for me.
I get that. But obviously people are going to get a little bit sceptical with the fact that you keep banging on about this £2,300 box, well, you know the people who were making it.
Well, yeah, of course I do know. Now I do know Sam and Steve, who are two brilliant practitioners.
You say now you do know. Didn't you know before?
What do you mean, before what?
You said now I do know.
Yeah, I do know them. They are both osteopaths. They're professionals. They introduced me to the technology. Maria Robertson, who's the director of the company, I've known for 30 years.
But they've said the opinions of Mr. Noel Edmonds are his alone and do not reflect in any way with the opinions of us at EMP PAD. We had no discussion, input or prior knowledge of the content of Mr. Edmonds' statement.
Yeah.
We do not agree with it in any way, shape or form.
Fine. All I'm saying is, by using pulsed electromagnetism and a series of other things, I am now free of prostate cancer.
For more of the same, just click here, and don't forget you can subscribe for even more of these amazing videos exclusive to our channel.
But to go for your 13th, you've said to us that you're addicted to having babies.
Yeah, I'm literally addicted to having babies.
Can you not put that energy into looking after the ones that you've got?
And that energy does go into that, but I can't help feeling broody. I can't help the way I feel. I can't help wanting another.